So, start the program. Anu ma'am, welcome to the meeting. So, Amalia, am I audible? Can we start the meeting?
Yes.
Yes. So, can we start the meeting?
Yes. So,
so it's like I should welcome all of you to this webinar. So the meeting starts now. So let it go through a formal note. Yeah.
Ms. Gomati, can I start with the presentation?
Prayer is the connecting link between man and God. Let us start our today's session with prayer song.
लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी सदानन्दरूपिणि सर्वेश्वरी लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी कारुण्यलावण्य कादम्बरी कारुण्यलावण्य कादम्बरी भुवनेश्वरी अम्ब शिवशङ्करी भुवनेश्वरी अम्ब शिवशङ्करी लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी सदानन्दरूपिणि सर्वेश्वरी लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी.
Friend, Hemal, deliver the
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I thank the Almighty for blessing us with sound state of health and mind with heart full of gratitude. With the blessing of our revered Director Samba, Secretary Amba, I welcome our respected Principal, Controller of Examination for this webinar. On this beautiful occasion, I feel an immense pleasure to welcome today's resource person, Ms. Amalia Bernardes Bossato, the present. My warm welcome to the Vice President, Convener, and all the coordinators of IIC and faculty members of all the departments of our college to this webinar. It is also my pleasure to welcome my college mates to this virtual webinar on roads that took me to innovation. Once again, and welcome one and all present here.
I request our innovation coordinator, Dr. R. Gomati, to introduce the chief guest.
Good afternoon to one and all who are all virtually connected from different parts of the country and globe. This day has brought something special to the institution's Innovation Council of Sri Sharda College, as we have someone who is most inspiring, talented, strong, motivating, confident woman amidst us, who is ready to share her experiences on innovation with us. We have with us Ms. Amelia Bernardes Bursato, who is now a doctorate student in wine science from Lincoln University, New Zealand. Ms. Amelia completed her bachelor's degree in nutrition from the Federal University of Pelotas, Brazil. Since from her undergraduation, she carried out projects under CAPES funding agency, a prestigious funding agency which is under the Ministry of Education, Brazil. This program, she is an awardee of Scientific Mobility Program, Science Without Borders, which made her travel and gain experience in the Department of Food Safety and Quality Engineering at the University of Gießen, Hungary in the year 2013-14. She later completed the master's degree in food quality and consumption at the University of Campinas, Brazil in the year 2020. In addition, she holds several complementary education to her credits. They include courses in sensory science and courses in foreign languages. Besides Portuguese, which is her native, that is a mother language, and lingua franca English, she can speak and write Turkish, Hungarian, and Spanish. Her professional experiences includes educational monitoring program in nutrition and public health at the Federal University of Pelotas, Brazil, international internship program in food service management at European Society of Restaurants, UREST, a Portugal Quality Board Development, international internship program in public health at Tajdu, Bihar County Government Office, Hungary, and teaching internship program in sensory evaluation at the University of Campinas, Brazil. She has published papers and presented her research work at several conferences, symposia, and seminars. She has traveled to several countries, including Hungary, Turkey, Canada, Scotland, Spain, and India. She is soon to travel New Zealand for her doctorate. Her passion in exploring flavors and cultures and aspiration to identify an individual's perception make her explore food, travel, and meet people always. As quoted in our Rig Veda, fortune rises when we rise. I could see one, and I hope you all who are virtually connected will see the one who I see. Therefore, wasting no more time, we have with us a wonder woman, a good-hearted human being, an out-of-box thinker, a traveler, a foodie, and I'm not sure of what others I miss. Como muito felicidade na coração, sentido-se orgulhoso como amigo. Eu convido você, caro amigo. I'm much honored to invite my friend Ms. Amelia to take over this session. Over to you, Amelia.
Thank you very much for the introduction and the kind words, Dr. Gomati. I am very happy to be here, and it is a pleasure to share my experience with you. So, should I start with the presentation?
As you wish, as you please. It's all yours.
Thank you very much. So, Ms. Gomati, I'm trying to share my screen, but I think you need to enable.
Yes. Just give me a second.
No problem.
I think now it is all fine. I think you can start sharing
Yes.
now.
Yes, perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Perfect. All perfect.
Okay. So, I would like to ask something because I know that now, let me see. We have many participants here, and first of all, I would like to thank very much everyone that prepared this event, the organization team from this webinar. And I am very, it is a pleasure for me to be here and talk about the road that took me to innovation. And I hope this very short presentation inspire you somehow and gives you motivation to follow your path in the research and innovation. So I would like first, just a second, because I think, yes, no. I would like to give a special, to show my special gratitude to the president of this presentation, with this webinar, Dr. Umarani, and a special thanks for Dr. Gomati, who kindly invited me for this presentation as a resource person. So when Dr. Gomati invited me for this presentation, I told her that I wanted to do something different because I don't want, look, I can see that 43 people here can see the presentation. I think that this number is at Zoom platform, right, Dr. Gomati? Can you hear me?
Yes, of course. Yes, I can hear you. Yes. And a few others will also be joining via the YouTube link.
Yes.
It's parallel. Both are running parallel. So.
Perfect. So that is what I would like to say this. For the ones who are in this platform, I would like to ask if you are able to go to the section that you can give me a signal. For example, I will ask, can you hear me? And then you give me a signal at the message balloon, because I want to interact with you. I don't want just to be talking, and I need to know that you are really participating in this communication. So can you all try to do this, to send me a signal?
I think many of them are giving, I could see a lot of thumbs up coming up.
So I cannot see here, so just a second.
Yeah, you could see it in the participant section.
Participant, let me see.
Yeah, the thumbs ups, the number of the thumbs ups are increasing.
Okay. No, I cannot see here. No, I can see the participants, but I cannot see the signal. Okay. 1, 2. No, I think, no, it is not arriving here.
Okay. Ms. Amelia, I can do something. I can make you a co-host so that even you can see that.
Okay, yes, it would be great. It is important.
I understand. Just give me a couple of minutes. You can proceed. I will make you the co-host. You can go ahead.
Okay. No, you can see this, right? So. Chat. And now, yes, now I can see. But can you see this in my on my screen as well? Okay,
Of course,
perfect.
yes, you can see that now. Yes, you
Okay.
can.
All of you can see this here also, right?
Yes, yes, obviously, yes.
Okay, so that's perfect. I can see a lot of yes, so that's great. Okay, so I will just close so then we can see the screen, okay? The presentation. So my special gratitude for you because I'm very happy to participate. It is my pleasure. So before we start talking about innovation, I did this. I'm sorry. Let me try to. No. Okay. Before we start thinking about innovation, we should understand the concept of innovation. And close, admit, I don't know what should I do?
Like, are you finding some trouble? Do you want me to do something?
No, because it is appearing some messages that I don't know if I press, if it will disturb.
No, they say that, I mean, the students are popping up that, yes, ma'am, we can see your presentation. It is all fine. You can please go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here. Like, if there is something, I will interrupt you. Like, we are running out of time, so it will be nice if you could run at your fast pace. Yes, thank you.
I will be very quick. Don't worry. So before we start talking about the roads of innovation, we should understand first what is innovation. So what is the concept of innovation? I would like to ask you to think about innovation and what words come to your mind when I say this. So it can be 3 or 4 words. So I need you to think about these words and keep them in mind. And why I am asking this? Because innovation is, if we think about concept, is something different for each person. So each individual think different, and this is not wrong. This is not right. There is no right or wrong. This is something unique, very special and brilliant, because innovation is the combination of new ideas, of creativity, of brainstorming and imagination. So this is an important beginning for the presentation. But what if we search on dictionary the meaning of the word? If we type on Google the word innovation, we will find a very simple and short sentence: the action of or process of innovating, a new method, new idea, new product, etc. So I took an example that you might know, which is the Renew Power. It is a startup from India, and the Google gave an example of technological innovations designed to save energy. So I think that it is clear for you to visualize when we talk about some examples that are near to you. But what if we talk about the technology, about the advances that we are living in these challenging times of pandemics? So we can see that different sectors, we have advanced in different sectors, like the public health, education, for example, the new methods for the creation of new vaccines in a rapid time, also the time that we need to spend at home to learn, to work, to shop. And this have a bad side because we had a number of people that lost their jobs, but at the same time, we had opportunities to innovate our jobs. So small business start delivering food instead of receiving the customers at their places. So I'm mostly talking right now about the food sector because this is my background. So I will start talking about this section. So what about the research and innovation in food and beverage sector? So if we think about the trends for the next year, we can see that the food industry are very focused in innovating, and we can see some trends like, for example, the color of ingredients and some food and beverage like purple, some flavor and fragrance trends like citric notes, uh, sweetener for some product development. Stevia is one of the most used and most used ingredients to develop sweetened products, even with different content to avoid, for example, the bitter aftertaste, and provide the good acceptance of the products. And also there is an increasing number of researchers in plant-based products with health and wellness appeal. And also the sustainability is also that is very trendy in our food and beverage research nowadays. So now talking specifically about the roads that took me to the innovation, I selected some important roads that took me to the place that I am now, and I will be talking about three places. So three roads. The first road I started when I started my graduation in 2010, and when I did also during my graduation, I had the opportunity to go for an internship with a science program of Brazilian government, and this was opened my mind for some innovation aspects that I will be talking about this now. So first talking about my first insight about innovation and developing new ideas and sharing new ideas was in a company in Portugal where I did my internship, and we mostly were talking about health issues. So the Portuguese population were with a high consumption of salt. So we know that this can affect their health, and big companies started to creating some projects to try to change these habits. So what we did was try to reduce the salt that the cook team used to add during the process of preparing the foods. So during this internship, my duty in this project, what as you can see at the photo, I used to arrive there and use the scale to see the amount of salt that the cook team used to add in each preparation. After collecting this data, before and after the preparation, I could have a measurement of the amount of salt added in food. And we had a team using the salt, not just one person, not a measurement strategy for this. So what we did, an innovative strategy of measurement for the salt addition to the preparations. And you can see in this photo we used some measurements for and the colors indicate the amount of salt that you can see in this paper here, in this table. For example, it is written rice preparation, soup preparation, tomato sauce preparation, and then the correct amount that you should use to have the ideal amount of salt that it is not bad for health. So at the end of this work, our results showed that different people working in the kitchen used to add different amounts, very different amount of salt. And
Sorry to interrupt, Amalia. I just
Yes.
wanted to confirm that if you're using one speaker or two speakers.
What do you mean?
Like, is it, are you talking with us with just one device as a speaker?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Is there something wrong?
No problem. Please go ahead.
Can you hear well? Okay. So our first result showed that different people add different amount of salt. And this strategy works very well because then we started using the great amount of salt. And besides that results, we also did the measurement of the salt that consumers use while eating. So they used to add more salt at the food that already have salt in the preparation. So we did also this measurement, and after that collect all the data, we did an acceptance test to see if the participants, the consumers, think that the food is with great amount of salt, more than the ideal, or less than the ideal. So this was a great this is a great example of innovative strategy, because we know that when you are cooking for a big number of people, it is hard to have a pattern, a standard way to prepare and be aware of the amount that it is considered good for health. So it was a very good strategy. So now, also during the graduation, I had the opportunity to study at the University of Debrecen in Hungary. And in that specific case, my innovation experience was to learn about new methods of food analysis, and they have very good structure and professors. So I am very grateful to have this opportunity. They also used to teach very innovative methods and technology about food, and studies about food. And also the other picture you can see is something that I think that I should mention at this point of the presentation, that when we talk about innovation, we cannot think about this alone, because innovation is something that you need to have a collaborative team. So when you have a good relation with your team, when you have a brainstorm together, when you share your ideas, this is the most important thing. So also the immersion, cultural immersion, because we know that people from all around the world have different experiences, different culture, different way of thinking. So this is important to be open to that, because new insights can come from that. So the second road that took me to innovation is the road Brazil, India, Scotland during my master degree. So in 2018, I have the opportunity to go to India. So let's start 2017, when I started my master degree at Unicamp at Campinas, here in Brazil. And I was very happy also to know the sensory science. I learned new methods and a range of methods, techniques, and participated in different congresses. And the main product that we were trying to innovate was a dairy product. And here in Brazil, we are used to consume sweetened yogurt. I know that in India it is not that common because you are used to prepare at home. It is like a homemade product. Here we have a lot of different brands in the food industry that sells that have this product, the sweetened yogurt, with different flavors, with different appeals. For example, they add different ingredients to be more like healthy, or to give more benefits for the consumers, like proteins. And so this was your probiotics. So this product was rich in probiotics and protein, and reduced in fat content, also reduced in sugar. Actually, we removed the sugar and tried to replace with different sweeteners. And we also found a great blending of, we did a blend of 2 natural sweeteners, including stevia. So with these results, applying different methodologies, like different sensory methodologies, we were able and happy to have the opportunity to present our results in important congresses. So I was glad to meet Ms. Gomati at one of these opportunities at Mumbai, where we presented our and the other researchers also that were very kind, and also from sensory science. So after that, we arrived at the present, where I am in Brazil, but because of the pandemic, I couldn't go to New Zealand to continue the experiments of my PhD research. And that's it. The next step is to go there to continue with some experiments. And this third road of innovation, I will be working with wines from New Zealand to evaluate the inner characteristics of the wine, also the methods of production, using sensory techniques to find drivers of quality. How can we improve? How can we find new ways to present high quality wine for consumers? So after saying that, I think that my idea was to don't keep you just with the initial idea of innovation that we saw typing on Google, like just a short description. To be innovative is much more than creating new methods, much more than creating new, having new ideas. We have to have to be to have an innovative mindset. And my advice, my humble advice for this is, I found 6 keys for this mindset. So to have a true intention when you are 100% present on what you are doing. Also, a collaborative work is very important to have this, to achieve the innovation. Be positive, because failure is not a problem. It is part of the process. So it is always a lesson to be creative, to believe in your ideas, to share your ideas, be curious, ask, and don't think that the things that is in your mind, it is not good enough to be shared. This is the wrong way to think. So everything that you share, it is valuable. So being perseverant and believing that, I think that it is the way that we achieve a good success in innovation. So I prepared a very short presentation because I think that the main the key points, we don't need to talk too much. If we keep this idea in mind, we can all have good results. So thank you for your time, and I hope you what I talk somehow give you light for new ideas, for an innovative mindset. Ms. Gomate?
Yes, I'm here, Emily, and I'm just watching. It was so short, it was so sweet. You just gave our kids the exact essence of what they actually required. The points that actually took you to innovation, the real life experiences. This is what exactly we wanted from each and every resource person that we are looking for, because, nothing teaches us more than what experience teaches. And it is a wise man saying that learn to learn from others experiences rather than from your own experiences, because that will save a lot of time and it will give you a more clear picture on what you're traveling to. So I could see that the journey, that what you have taken so long was amazing. And it is really awesome to know that, in such a short span of time, I could see that you have come a long way through. And then, we have already we have started receiving questions from our kids. So like maybe I can go one by one. And the first question is, could you brief about picking consumer taste in few lines?
Sorry, I couldn't understand.
Okay, there's a question from one of our kids that she is like, interested to know that how you pick or how you understand a consumer's taste. Like, could you brief
Consumer taste.
about picking consumer's taste in few lines?
Okay, consumer taste. Uh, this is a very good question, because, and exactly in this moment, because in my new research, we are doing something innovative, which is not regarding the product. Also, this is another topic, but about how to approach. So to use different subjects, for example, to use sensory science and to use psychology to understand the consumer's behavior, the consumer's expectations. We are using, for example, the mind representation, which is you don't need, for example, to taste the yogurt to say what do you think about that product. First, we need to understand what you think about the product, because what I think about yogurt is different of what Miss Gomati think about yogurt, what Abina think about yogurt, what Ritka think about yogurt. It is different. People consume different, they have different experience before. So it is very unique nothing can substitute consumers, human beings, to say about preference. It is like very unique. And shortly, what I was talking about the psychology is that this combination is amazing because you can complement the results. You understand what is in mind, and also you understand what they feel, what they perceive when they taste the product, for example, talking about food and beverage. So normally there is an acceptance test, which is about hedonism, which is you like or you dislike. And we use scale to measure this, how much you like or dislike something. But this is very traditional. This is a very traditional way of a method in sensory science, but we are improving day by day. And one of improvements is the combination of subjects. So using the fundamentals of psychology to understand better consumers. I don't know if I answered the question.
Like, it is perfectly perfect. It was perfectly fine. It was easy to understand. And thank you for answering that question. And like, there are a lot of kids posting in the chat that it is very interesting. Thank you, ma'am. It is very wonderful presentation. Really nice, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful presentation and wonderful and interesting session. I think you can read those in the chat section. Like, dear students, if there is anything that you wanted to ask our resource person directly, you can switch on your video, unmute yourself, and please speak ahead. Girls, you can switch on your video, unmute yourself, and please talk. You can interact with our resource person, girls.
So I can see that we have a lot of people here, and my intention is to have this conversation with you, because I know that you are students. I had your age when I entered at university, so I started in nutrition, and my pathway changed a lot because I went to different area of research that is not that much common to go, which is the food engineering. So I didn't have anyone to, at that time, I didn't have anyone to say that it was possible. So I am here if you want to present yourself or talk and appear. I am very glad to answer if I know the answer.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm R. Hemalata from Botany Department, ma'am.
Botany.
I have one question, yes, ma'am. I have one question, ma'am. How to win the consumer, ma'am?
How to
win consumers, ma'am?
How to win?
Yes,
Innovating.
ma'am.
Innovating. How do we innovate?
She's asking, like, how do your products win the hearts and mind of consumers?
I gave you 6 keys. 6 keys for innovating and gaining your consumer. For example, I think that a lot of you there at the college, Sarada College, I had the opportunity to visit the website, and the first thing that I saw is innovation, which is a ball of some seed or something related that plant-based. Do you know? Did you know
The
this?
seed ball preparation. Actually, it is exactly these kids who did that. Seed ball preparation.
Yes, ma'am.
This is innovation, and that is my intention, to make you see that it is not because I went to that country that I went to another country. You can do there. Actually, India, it is. I saw a report this year, 2021, telling that India go above the expectation of technology and innovation production. So above the expectations. This is amazing. Like more motivation than that. Like you are in the correct place. Of course, we know that there are some sectors that need improvement, but you have the opportunity. If you want to also you have the opportunity abroad if you want to bring technology, to bring different things to your country. Or there you can be the you can start the new ideas. So the first advice is to share, to don't keep inside. You need to share. People need to know you. They need to know that you exist. They need to know what you think. Don't need to be ashamed. There is nothing wrong, nothing bad. If you want to improve, if you want to help people, there is nothing wrong. Did I answer your question?
Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you for that lovely answer and for the lovely question too. Like, if there is anyone more who would like to ask or have a conversation with our ma'am, please go ahead, girls. You can unmute your microphone. Or open up your video.
Good afternoon,
Please.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm Sriniti from 3rd BSc Botany, ma'am. I have a question, ma'am. How easy to learn multiple languages?
Oh, she's asking like how easy it is that you learn multiple languages.
So this is a good question, and I am very happy to answer because this is a hobby for me. I love to be in touch with new cultures. I love to learn new things, and the languages are something that I admire because I think it's very interesting. So if you have the first key that I said, the intention, a truth intention to learn, you will learn. There is nothing difficult. There are challenges that we can succeed, but we need to give our 100%. We need to be 100% present to learn. So, and another important thing is about failing. Failing is part of the process. If you fail, you shouldn't give up. You should, because you will never succeed if you don't fail. Before succeeding something, you need to be aware that you will fail, and that's okay. It is normal. So if you are interested, if you asked me, it's because you have interested in this topic. So just start searching internet. The technology help us on this. One advice about languages I can tell you, for example, which language you asked?
I think she's asking the way that we introduced you, that you speak multiple languages. I think she must be asking about that. That, you know, it's exactly that she's asking, I suppose.
So just a quick tip, for example, watching movies in that language, or reading books, or you have application on mobile that you can talk to people from that country. So there are a number of possibilities that you can learn, and if you have truth intention, you will succeed. I am 100% sure about this.
Thank you so much. So any more questions? Students, have you got any more questions? Yeah, there's something in the chat box. Ma'am, what will be the perfect alternative for cane sugar in India?
Yes. Well, one of another thing of India that I like it very much is about spices. You have a lot of spices, a lot of combination, and natural products. You have the Ayurveda also for food. You have for medicine. So look at the trends that I talked about, plant-based. Why not? stevia is one of the hot trends to substitute the sugar.
Thank you for answering Priyadashini's question. Any more questions, students?
Could you brief about picking consumers' taste
Yeah,
influence?
that was the one that you read. Yeah, please go down. Please go down.
Oh, I think that this wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Like there is no feedback better than that. I hope that you somehow you feel inspired and to have new ideas. And another thing, be aware that you are in an amazing place with amazing professionals. I know this because I had the opportunity to meet by person Dr. Gomati, and this is she inspires me. So when she invited me, I was very, very grateful. So, and she also have a broad experience. She came to Brazil. She understands what I am telling you, and so try to use this to help you, because I am 100% sure that she is there for you. She's an amazing professional.
Thank you. Thank you for those lovely words, Amelia. And I think that if there are no more questions, like, dear students, we have posted a feedback link in the Zoom. I wanted you to fill it. And we will also be posting the same in the YouTube chat section. Okay, I think there are some more than 10 people watching it online. Yeah, we have another question. How was your experience when you did master degree? No. Like,
I will explain.
Yeah, I think you can answer that.
Yes. Actually, my master degree was in Brazil, the university from Brazil. But during the process, during the project, we achieved results that were able to be shared abroad. So my experience in India, I went for a congress. So it was just for 1 week that I could present a poster with the results that we did. At that time, it was 2 studies, one with popcorn at that time and yogurt as well, the dairy product, and also the popcorn. So it was not the master degree there, but it was amazing experience. I love India. Any more questions?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a minute. Let me wait for a minute. Ma'am, your view on Indian food. I think you must say it from the bottom of your heart. Yeah.
Pani puri. Pani puri is the best thing, and we cannot find here. There's another thing, lassi. I loved lassi. What is the name the white thing that I liked?
Sabudana. Here, we say sago. In Tamil, we say javarisi.
Also, masala chai, chicken masala. Like just there, we don't have here these things, and I love it. I love it. Very good experience. Let me. There is a dessert. What is the name? It is with sugar, water and sugar.
Jamun. It's gulab jamun.
Very good. Very good. Unique. Unique
experience. I think that the students love to hear it out of your own voice. So you will have to repeat it. I'm just helping you out there.
Sorry?
I wanted you to repeat gulab jamun because I'm just helping you out there since you forgot the term. They wanted to hear it out of your voice. Yeah. Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun. But pani puri is the number one. Pani puri. Is it right? Pani puri?
Yeah, it is pani puri. Pani puri. I think our students are really excited to have the conversation with you. Any more questions, girls? Please go ahead. You can type in the chat box also. Thank you, Priyadashni, for asking such a lovely question to our resource person. Thank you.
I am very grateful. Like, for me, it's a pleasure. I will repeat because it is. I am very happy.
It is mutual. It is mutual always. So do we.
I don't know the people from YouTube. I cannot check on YouTube if there is any question because I'm just with Zoom here.
You need not worry. I'm just checking it out. I'm checking it out. Just give me a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I don't see any questions like in the YouTube live chat. It's something like Ambrosio, Chime Ambrosio. Someone has posted something. Well, I think it's in Portuguese. I'm sorry, Amelia, you're muted. Please unmute.
I am trying to go to YouTube to. Can you send me the link? How can I find the here? Wait. Ms. Gomati, can you send me the link?
I have posted a link. Yes, I have sent you the link via WhatsApp.
Okay. I couldn't see here.
If there are no more questions, Amelia, can we proceed to the closure of this program?
Yes, I couldn't see the yes.
Okay, so students, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am. Let me ask a question.
No, before. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's one more question. Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Right? Okay. Yeah, ma'am. Am I audible?
Mala, you're absolutely fine. Please go ahead with your question.
Sure, ma'am. Okay. Myself, Malatkodi Shanmugan. I'm an technical assistant to Komadis, ma'am. And I wish to know from her, like, she did a many research process, right? So during her process, she just faced a lot of errors, lot of drawbacks in her project, maybe. So I hope her answer will be more useful to me. So what are the provoking things you just get me out from the error? If what are the motivational things you do when you just facing the errors means errors in the research projects or research works means?
When you say areas, which areas are
like during your project or during your research time, you just face lots of drawbacks, right? Drawbacks means like you're just expecting for some results.
I think sorry, I mean she's telling about failures.
Failures.
okay.
Yes, I got it. Something went wrong, and then and then your
Yeah.
question is how to proceed.
How to, like, when you're facing your failures, how do you overcome that? What are the main things or motivate you to, to motivate you do that more, or facing the issues in a good way? The kinds of answer will be more helpful to me when I'll gonna make some research here in the department, so your answer might be helpful, so I'm asking that.
Okay. So first of all, you need to keep in mind that research,
Yeah.
when you do research, you are discovering. You are your mindset is like a discovery mindset. You don't know if it will work or not. So even if you fail, it is a result. Even if you fail. But talking about your motivational, your sentiments, your emotional status. What I think when I fail is that, okay, it is past. What can I do from now to the future? If I thought that what I did didn't work, what can I do now?
Hmm.
Then the brainstorm come again, and then the innovation come again. And
Okay.
you try different ways and repeat and don't give up, because even if you fail, it is a result.
Yes. Fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for this wonderful question and for the wonderful answer that we have here. So thank you both. Thank you both to the questioner and to the answering person. Thank you.
I request my friend R. Hemalata to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this beautiful occasion. Let me, first of all, start by giving glory to the Almighty for making today's webinar a resounding success. On behalf of IIC, I would like to thank our management for giving this wonderful opportunity to conduct a webinar on roads that took me to innovation. We thank our esteemed principal, Dr. R. Umarani, who has been always a great support in all our academic matters. My heart fills with a lot of gratitude and respect for our distinguished guest speaker, Ms. Amalia Bernardes Borsato, for not only sparing our valuable time, but also for enlightening us with our talk on the subject. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving a clear idea on the concepts. I owe a special gratitude to the Vice President, convener, and all coordinators of IIC, and all the faculty members of all the departments of our college for their guidance. As I conclude, I would like to thank my college mates for their full cooperation throughout the webinar. Once again, I thank you one and all present here.
Let us end the day's webinar with our college song.
शान्ति निलयमा शारदा देवी जय जगदीश्वरी ॐ जगदीश्वरी जय 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 जगदीश्वरी ॐ जय शान्ति निलयमा शारदा देवी जय जगदीश्वरी ॐ जगदीश्वरी जय 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 जगदीश्वरी ॐ जय शान्ति निलय मां शारदा देवी जय जगदीश्वरी ॐ जगदीश्वरी जय 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 जगदीश्वरी ॐ जय शान्ति निलय मां शारदा देवी जय जगदीश्वरी ॐ जगदीश्वरी जय 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 जगदीश्वरी ॐ जय शान्ति निलय मां शारदा देवी.
So thank you all. Thank you to our resource person Amalia for having grazing your time. I know it's early in the morning at Brazil, and like we made you wake up. Thank you for sharing your experiences. I could see from the chat and the way our students had their conversation that they were. I'm pretty sure that they had been really inspired with your speech that you have given us. I mean, not just speech, with your experiences that you have shared with us. So like it's like I owe my gratitude for readily accepting my invitation, waking up very early in the morning. And thank you so much. And we know that it is Christmas time, and I know how busy Brazil would be during the time of Christmas. So thank you so much. Thank you so much on behalf of all our institutions, Innovation Council, and my students. We express our sincere gratitude to you. Feliz Natal, Feliz Ano Novo, muito obrigado.
Thank you very much. This is my Christmas gift, and I thank all the students for the questions and for the interaction. I hope to see you again in the future, and we can discuss more. And if you have any questions, I will. How can I give my contact? My email? I can share somehow.
Yeah, it's like we will be posting the feedback to the questions. I mean, feedback to the students. When they have some questions, I will let you know. I will send you the original form, and so you can interact with our students directly. I will be helping you both, like a bridge between you and our students. And I think you can see in the chat section that there are a lot of
thank you. Yes, I saw. you're very sweet.
And thank you for making this, for this, and thanks to God for, for gracing His blessings for all these happenings. Thank you all who are virtually connected. And I think, this is all, it's all running. There are a lot of students.
Yes. Thank you for all of you, each of you. Like I can see all of you here.
Yes.
The messages. So I receive by my heart.
Thank you so much, Amalia. And I think with this we can end this program as of now. So thank you all. Thank you once again. Thank you, Amalia, and thank you, students, and thanks to the IAC, our convener, our vice president, and especially to our principal, ma'am, because she initially, when we went in approach, she immediately said yes. So it's like right from her and until the students, it's like we owe everybody a lot. Thank you all who are virtually connected. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.